This first one was inspired by the ingredients on a bottle of deer repel, which is supposed to keep deer from eating whatever. It's called Delicacies for Deer. Pumping an old carburetor sprayer, Granny missed her snowball patch with deer repel, putrescent egg solids, pepper, garlic. Deer ignore the leaves, wait until the tender blossoms burst, then stand on the tips of their devil toes to chomp. This one's about one of my favorite Utah weeds, teasel, which has a really spiny head. Teasel. Spiny head imported to card wool, now excoriated from inedibility and general nuisance. It crowds even cheat and bindweed, acres choked and impassable. Months after the tiny lavender blooms, the pheasant jumps from snow crust straight up, pecks at the spiky head, lands with a victorious hop. This one is not in the chapbook. I actually started it in class. I'm seeing if I'm responsible for anybody here. Only sort of Caitlin. It started with I think a title when I was brainstorming things on the board one day. And it got me thinking about the rather odd statue over the gym door where I went to school. It's called Triple Testosterone. You couldn't help but remark the statue of Mercury over the gym door. Winged head and heels and 3 sets of testicles. No one knew why 3 and why we were allowed to see them. As an athlete at the all-boys school, I peaked early, then learned to lose. In 3rd grade, when we still had women teachers, I led Brock's Army at recess, terrorizing campus with sticks and yells, or defending one side of the rolled-up mats against the invaders of the Alamo. In 4th grade, I placed 3rd in my heat of the dash, but almost cried after a dead last finish in the finals. I actually won a ribbon in the high jump by diving over the bar, knocking my wind out. As I struggled not to panic, Mr. Campbell critiqued my technique. My dream was to wrestle, but I lacked the proper bursts, the sudden rush that propels tennis serves, blasts across the scrimmage line, double-leg takedowns, though once on the mat I could hold my own. Today I don't compete. I hike, ski, windsurf, generally alone, finding pleasure in the rhythmic bursts of telemarking, the grace of long swoops and powder, barely controlling chaos, using nature's power to move. But sometimes I glance at my watch at a hike start and finish, gloat when I trim yesterday's time. On the chairlift, my friend says, "I thought you experts liked to play in moguls." Goated, I hit the bumps, turn well twice before I lose rhythm, spend the rest of the day happily carving my own patterns down the sides of the moderate trails. And this last one is in the chapbook. I think it's sort of about the meaning of life and other small matters. It's called Matter. What the fuck have I done with my life? You ask your 9-seed granola. You've made lemonade from life's lemons, but it's never been as good as your mother's. The stonemason, the happiest guy in Studs Terkel's working, could point to a bridge or a house and say, "There, I did that. It will last." Wreckers have buried the stonemason's work, yet we too pretend permanence with wood or clay or carbon on fiber. We persist like Beckett's unnameable. I can't go on, you must go on, I'll go on. Insist that we can make meaning and therefore what we do matters. Thank you.